Okay guys, so I probably should have made this video a long time ago. A lot of people have been asking for a while how I got lights inside of the rail on my gun. Just to show it a little bit better. So, how I did that was by taking LED strips like this. See, just simple LED strip lighting. And what I basically did was just glued it around the outer barrel. So, just gonna be a tutorial about basically how to do that to your own gun. So, just gonna get it all taken down first. And then I'll be right back. Take your rail off, get your gun to this point. So where it's just the outer barrel. At this point, what you're basically going to do is, if you bought the kind of LEDs like I did, is they're not going to already have connectors on the end. They should just be straight up wire. If they're not, just simply cut the connectors off and then strip the coating off. So then what we're going to end up doing next is soldering the wires to the switch and also to the battery harness. This is one for a 9-volt battery because it's just one of the easiest things rather than dealing with multiple batteries. So you can have it on one. It won't last very long, but it does the job. So, things you're going to need to do this are obviously the LEDs. You're going to need a set of these strip LEDs. You're going to need a way to attach a battery. It doesn't have to be a 9-volt. It can be. That's just what I chose to do. You're going to need a switch. You're going to need some solder, a soldering iron, some heat shrink, and a lighter. So that's what you're going to need. So go and get those, and then I'm going to show you how to actually start wiring up all of the switch, the harness, and the actual LEDs themselves. Ooh, glowy! Forgot that I was doing video, and I already soldered that joint off video, so sorry about that, but I mean, it's just simple soldering, and if you don't know how to do that, learn how to do that first. So, you just gotta basically figure out when the switch is flipped, because this is meant for electronics, it has 3 pins. You just have to know which 2 are being, where the connection is going between, because on this one, if you put it between those 2, it just wouldn't do anything, because the connection is between those 2. That's for extra stuff for electronics, but I'm not getting into that, since this is just simple electrical wiring. Okay, so what you're going to do from here is you're going to take one end of your wire harness, I don't know, whatever. The thing you plug the battery into, strip it so you have wire to work with, then take the positive end of the red end, I'm just calling it positive, strip it so you have some to work with. So now you're going to get another piece of shrink wrap and then slide it down on here. Then you're just going to twist these together. Alright? How to shrink wrap in about 5 seconds. Or if you don't like fire for some reason, you can use the edge of your soldering iron like that. It's not a good idea to use the part where you actually solder with, or you'll end up with stuff all over solder all over the shrink wrap, which is just annoying. And yeah, this is like a carbon fiber shit thing. I got bored. And there's crazy ass clowns running around everywhere. Yeah, that's gonna get soldered onto there. Heat it up, stick it through, don't do what I just did. There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. That's not true. There are definitely mistakes. Whoop! There. So, now comes the fun part. Get to see if it works. And it did. See? That's good. It doesn't light up. You did something wrong. I found a slight problem. It's not a bad problem. It's just something I did not expect. So, here was how much of light strip was actually in my gun before. There's how much I have now. Then I looked at the package it came in, and where did it say it? Yeah, 16 feet. I did not need that much. Luckily, the cool stuff about this, the cool thing about this stuff is you can just cut it to the length you need. So, if you did what I did and just put way too much, you can just cut it, but make sure you look on the bottom, because Jesus Christ, I really bought a lot of this stuff. If you look at the bottom here, there's, oh, I just tore like all the adhesive off. Whatever, we're gonna put glue on it anyway. You can see there's many. This is such a pain in the ass. You can see those little metal pieces. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, maybe it'll focus. Yeah, right there. Alright, that's where you can cut it. Figure out how much you need. So, how you're going to do that is just take it and start wrapping it as tightly as you can around your barrel. So I've cut my strips to length, and something you should notice when you cut yours is they should be brighter. They should be a lot brighter than when they were just when they were full length. That's because there's less lights to be lit up. So yeah, you'll have nice, super bright LEDs inside of this one. So what we're gonna do next is unplug these, and now there's a couple things you're gonna want to have on hand for this. You're gonna want, at least how I like to do it is, gonna want a hot glue gun, and then I really like this kind of super glue here. I like this stuff. Just seems to work really well, and you have nice, really easy to apply, and I like it for not just this, for a lot of things. That's my go-to super glue at the moment. Super glue reviews with Minder Maniac. Yeah, bro. That was so stupid. I'm just gonna leave. Alright, so what you're also gonna want is just some electrical tape, any color. I just using white because that's what I have. So you're gonna want to electrical tape this like this first wrap. Okay, so once you get to the end here, you're going to grab your electrical tape again. And you're just going to wrap off the end to make sure. You could also do this with, I guess, like clear tape if you wanted. But I found that electrical tape will hold it better. And that's what I'd rather have. It'll stick on better. So basically, then you have the light up rail, or well, more accurately, the light up barrel. And then what you're going to need to do, it's very easy if you have like a plastic gun like I do, or a plastic rail. It's just, you might need to drill out a place for the switch to stick out. If you want, you don't have to necessarily, but I did. So basically, kind of on your own for that part, for the whole fitting that, you kind of just have to figure it out yourself, pretty much. So what I like to do is just to kind of secure everything in place is to just take the switch, kind of just cram it in there. Alright, so it's just stuck in, and then just put some hot glue in just to keep it in. And then I also like to just kind of, I'm sure there's about 100 better ways I could do this, but why is my hand shaking so much? What even is this? Just glue it on, just kind of keep the wires down with some hot glue. Basically, how you put lights inside of your rail. One of the many ways to do it. Let me know if you want more tutorials on how to do random lighting on airsoft things. And also, in the comments, tell me what you think I should do with all like 10 feet left of these lights I have, because I have no idea what to do with them. Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more crazy harebrained content like this. See you later.